Hi, I'm Mrs. Joseph, and today we're going to read the book Cook-A-Doodle-Doo. Now, this book was actually written and illustrated by two sisters, Janet Stevens and Susan Stevens Crummell. You probably already know the story of the Little Red Hen, and this story is a little different because it's a story about the big brown rooster. So as you're listening to the story, I want you to think about how is this story the same as the Little Red Hen and different than the Little Red Hen. And also think about whether you think this story could be a fairy tale or not. Enjoy. Cook-A-Doodle-Doo by Janet Stevens and Susan Stevens Crummell. Peck, 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 always chicken feed, day after day, year after year. I'm sick of it, squawked Big Brown Rooster. Can we get something new to eat around here, please? Nobody's listening. What's a hungry rooster to do? There's no hope. Now, wait a minute. Rooster remembered a story his mama used to tell, a story handed down from chicken to chicken, the story of his famous great-grandmother, the Little Red Hen. Rooster rushed into the chicken coop. It has to be here, he said. He looked high and low, and there it was at last, hidden under a nest, her cookbook, The Joy of Cooking Alone by L.R. Hen. Rooster carefully turned the pages. So many recipes, and I thought she just baked bread. Look at the strawberry shortcake. That's it. I'll make the most wonderful, magnificent strawberry shortcake in the whole wide world. No more chicken feed for me. Yes, sirree, just like Great Granny, I'll be a cook. Cook-A-Doodle-Doo, crowed Rooster as he pranced toward the big farmhouse. Cook-A-Doodle-Doo, said Dog. Have you lost your marbles, Rooster? Asked Cat. You've never cooked anything before, said Goose. Well, that doesn't matter, replied Rooster. Cooking is in my blood. It's a family tradition. Now, who will help me? Not I, said the Dog. Not I, said the Cat. Not I, said the Goose, and away they went. Rooster pushed open the kitchen door. It looks like I'm on my own, just like Great Granny. He sighed and put on his apron. We'll help you. Rooster turned and there stood Turtle, Iguana, and Pot-Bellied Pig. Do you three know anything about cooking? Rooster asked. I can read recipes, said Turtle. I can get stuff, said Iguana. I can taste, said Pig. I'm an expert at tasting. Then we're a team, declared Rooster. Let's get ready and start cooking. Turtle read the cookbook. Heat oven to 450 degrees. I can do that, said Iguana. Look, I'll turn the knob. 150, 250, 350, 450. Hey, cooking is easy. Rooster put a big bowl on the table. What's our first ingredient? He asked. The recipe says we need flour, said Turtle. I can do that, said Iguana. He dashed outside and picked a petunia. How's this flour? No, 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 said Rooster. Not that kind of flour. We need flour for cooking. You know, the fluffy white stuff that's made from wheat. Can I taste the flour? Asked Pig. Not yet, Pig, said Turtle. The recipe says to sift it first. What does sift mean? Asked Iguana. Said Turtle. I think sift means to search through. You mean like when I sift through the garbage looking for lunch? Asked Pig. I can do that, said Iguana, and he dived into the flour, throwing it everywhere. No, 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 said Rooster. Don't sift the flour like that. Put it through this sifter. Rooster turned the crank and sifted the flour into a big pile. Can I taste the pile? Asked Pig. Not yet, Pig, said Turtle. Now we measure the flour. I can do that, said Iguana. He grabbed a ruler. The flour is 4 inches tall. No, 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 said Rooster. We don't want to know how tall it is. We want to know how much there is. We measure the flour with this metal measuring cup. We need 2 cups, added Turtle, so fill it twice. Rooster dumped the 2 cups of flour into the bowl. Can I taste it now? Asked Pig. Not yet, Pig, said Turtle. Next, we add 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I can do that, said Iguana. He looked under the table. But where are the tablespoons? He looked in the teapot. No teaspoons in here. No, 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 said Rooster. Don't look in the teapot or under the table. These spoons are for measuring. Each holds a certain amount. Rooster measured the sugar, baking powder, and salt, poured them into the big bowl, then sifted all the dry ingredients together. Looks awfully white in there, said Pig. I better taste it. Not yet, Pig, said Turtle. Now we add butter. We need 1 stick. I can do that, cried Iguana. He raced outside and broke off a branch. How's this stick? No, 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 said Rooster. Not that kind of stick. A stick of butter. Rooster unwrapped the butter and dropped it into the bowl. That butter is just sitting there like a log, said Pig. Maybe I need to taste it. Not yet, Pig, said Turtle. Next, we cut in the butter. I can do that, said Iguana. Uh-oh, scissors don't cut butter very well. No, 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 said Rooster. Don't cut the butter with scissors. Use 2 table knives like this. Rooster cut in the butter until the mixture was all crumbly. Looks mighty dry in there, said Pig. Perhaps I should taste it. Not yet, Pig, said Turtle. Now the recipe says to beat 1 egg. I can do that, cried Iguana. No, 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 said Rooster. Don't beat an egg with a baseball bat. We use an egg beater. Rooster carefully broke the egg into a dish, beat it with the egg beater, and poured it into the big bowl. That looks tasty, said Pig. Please let me taste it. Not yet, Pig, said Turtle. Now add milk. We need 2/3 of a cup. I can do that, said Iguana. Here, hold that glass measuring cup and I'll saw off 1/3. We'll use the other 2/3 to measure the milk. Wait, said Pig. Why don't we fill the measuring cup to the top and I'll drink down 1/3. No, 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 said Rooster. The cup has marks on it. 1/3, 2/3, 1 cup. We'll fill it to the 2/3 mark. Rooster poured the milk into the bowl. "It surely needs tasting now," said Pig. "Not yet, Pig," said Turtle. Now we mix the dough and put it in the greased baking pan. Rooster stirred and spread as Turtle read. "Bake in the oven for 18 minutes. "I can do that," cried Iguana. Iguana shoved the pan into the oven. Let's see. 15 minutes equals 900 seconds. I'll count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, said Rooster, and he set the timer so that Iguana would stop counting the seconds. Pig burned his tongue on the oven door trying to taste the shortcake, and Turtle studied the cookbook to see what to do next. "Let's cut up the strawberries and whip the cream," said Turtle. And they cut and whipped until ding! Rooster grabbed the oven mitt off Iguana's head and took the shortcake carefully out of the oven. "Oh, it's beautiful, and it smells so good," said Pig. "I know I have to taste it now." "Not yet, Pig," said Turtle. "We need to let it cool." Soon the shortcake was ready to cut. Rooster sliced it in half. They stacked one layer of cake, one layer of whipped cream, one layer of strawberries, then again, cake, cream, berries. It looked just like the picture of the strawberry shortcake in the cookbook. "This is the most wonderful, magnificent strawberry shortcake in the whole wide world," said Rooster. "If Great Granny could see me now. Let's take it to the table." "I can do that," cried Iguana. He yanked at the plate. The shortcake tilted and slid. Splat! Right on the floor. Pig was ready. "Now it's my turn to taste it." In a split second, the strawberry shortcake was gone. Every last crumb had disappeared into the pot belly of the pig. "Our shortcake!" Iguana cried. "You ate it!" "I thought it was my turn," replied Pig. "I'm the taster, remember? And it tasted great." "But it was our masterpiece," moaned Turtle. "And a tasty one, too," said Pig. "Now we can make something else." "Yeah," Iguana glared. "How about a plump, juicy roast pig?" Pig gasped. "Roast pig? How about iguana pot pie or turtle soup?" No, cried Rooster. "Now listen to me. We made this shortcake as a team, and teams work together." "But Pig ate it," whined Turtle. "Iguana dropped it," pouted Pig. "Turtle should have caught it," grumbled Iguana. "It doesn't matter," said Rooster. "The first shortcake was just for practice. It won't be as hard to make the second time." "Well," added Turtle, "we don't have to worry about messing up the kitchen. It's already a mess." "So who will help me make it again?" asked Rooster. Pig, Turtle, and Iguana looked at each other. "I will," said Pig. "I will," said Turtle. "I will," said Iguana. "Cook-A-Doodle-Doo," crowed Rooster. "Let's get cooking again." Together they made the second most wonderful, magnificent strawberry shortcake in the whole wide world, and it was a lot easier than the first time. The end. I hope you enjoyed the story. Now I want you to talk about the story with someone. The first thing I want you to talk about is how this story was the same as the Little Red Hen and how Cook-A-Doodle-Doo was different than the Little Red Hen. So pause the video and talk about that with someone at your house. The next thing we're going to talk about is whether you think Cook-A-Doodle-Doo is a fairy tale or not. A fairy tale has to have certain story elements. It has to be set in the past, so a long time ago. It needs to start with some form of once upon a time. It has fantasy or make-believe parts. It needs to be set in a place that's enchanted, like a forest or a castle or the water or a kingdom of some sort. It needs to have good and evil characters, and it has to have magical parts. So stop the video again and discuss. The last thing that you might have noticed when you were listening to the story are some things in the borders of the pages. This is actually a how-to book as well as a story. In the borders, there are directions on how to use some of the cooking tools that are mentioned. And at the very end, there is the recipe for how to make a strawberry shortcake just like the Big Brown Rooster. And that might be something that would be fun to do on a cold, wet, dreary day or just for fun. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it.